What's up guys, Coach Nate here, owner at Steel Strength Training, and today I'm gonna share with you the number one secret. It's not really a secret, but the number one secret of why our clients can train just 2 to 3 days a week for 45 minutes and get better results than any other workout plan they've ever followed in their life, including those people who have, before coming to us, were training 4, 5, and 6 days a week for an hour plus at a time. Hard to believe, but it's true, and here's the secret. It's not about barbells versus dumbbells versus kettlebells. It's not about whether you work out in the morning or at night or how many workouts you do or how long, none of that. Okay? It comes down to this. Are you ready? The secret is quality over quantity. That is what we have built Steel Strength Training. Our whole training philosophy is built around the idea of quality over quantity, and there are two pieces to quality, but I'm going to tell you what those two quality pieces are. But before that, I want to tell you, when you get the quality right, it is shocking how little work you need to put in when you've got the quality right. And it is amazing that despite all the effort of the world, despite all the quantity in the world, if the quality isn't there, your results are lackluster. Don't even think about adding quantity. Don't think about adding more sets, more reps, more workouts, more days in the gym. Don't even think about it if you haven't dialed in quality. So what are the two pieces of quality? Number one, great form. Great form, make sure it means you're doing the proper form for that movement through the full range of motion. So proper form, make sure that you're safe and effective. And if you don't know proper form, work with a trainer, preferably us, but find somebody who's an expert at this that can help you identify what proper form looks like for you on all the basic movements. In reality, there's 20 to 30 movements, and really you could probably cut that number in half. 10 to 15 movements. If you would just do those for the rest of your life, you'll be really, really lean, strong, and healthy, all right? This stuff is not that fancy, guys. It's extremely simple. It's ridiculously simple. But anyway, make sure you're moving properly so that you stay safe and get the most out of the workout. Second, not only are you moving properly, but you're moving to the full range of motion. Half reps will not get you half the results. They will get you far less than half the results. Taking the target muscle through the full range of motion, taking the movement through the full range of motion is going to maximally stimulate your body. And believe it or not, it's actually the safest way to train. And that's what we want to do with good form, is make sure we're training with good form, full range of motion, so that we can be safe and strong. Now, assuming you have good form, that's always number one. Don't move on to number two until you have number one. But once you have number one dialed in, and make sure you never let it slip, you want to make sure that you're training close to failure. And I mean true mechanical failure. I don't mean you stop lifting when you're sore, when it burns, when you're tired, when it gets difficult. That is not failure. That's quitting. Training to failure means that you go until you literally, on a bench press, you're going, slows down, and you literally, you can't move the bar. You literally can't move the bar. Somebody comes up and says, "Hey Nate, I'm gonna punch you in the face if you don't finish that rep." Well, you're getting punched in the face. I'm getting punched in the face in this example because I can't finish the rep. That is true failure. They say, "Hey, you're gonna lose everything if you don't finish the rep." Well, you're gonna lose everything because you can't finish the rep. And look, I'm talking very intensely and dramatically here, but that's the point. That is the point. One set, and here's the thing, guys, you don't actually have to train to failure. You just need to be close, within 2 to 3 reps, shy of failure. You can leave 2 to 3 reps in the tank. Okay, in fact, I rarely recommend actually training to failure. But if you've never trained right up until that point, and if you've never quite hit failure, well, then you don't actually know if you're training 2 to 3 reps shy of failure. You might just think you are. That's what happens a lot of times. I'll be training a client, and they're doing 3 sets of 10 on bench press, and they're like, "Oh, Nate, this is really tough." And I say, "All right, on the last set, we're going to do as many as we can," and they get 22. They had 12 reps left in the tank. That's not training close to failure, okay? And so you want to train, once you got your form dialed in, you need to train close to failure. You don't need to hit failure, but you need to train close to failure. And This ensures when you're training with the proper form, a full range of motion, and very close to failure, one set of that, one set close to failure, I would put that up against 10 sets, leaving 5 to 10 reps in the tank. And yet, that's what people do. They waste hours in the gym. You could literally go in and hit, I'm not suggesting this, but it's just to make my point. You could hit one set, 2, 3, 4 sets. Guys, if you hit 5 sets per muscle group, per week, close to failure, just 5, it's not that much. Okay? You got 5 for the chest, 5 for the back, maybe 5 for the arms, split up between the biceps and the triceps. They're already getting hit on the chest and the back movements, and we're at 15. 5 for the glutes and hamstrings, 5 for the quads, 25 sets, 25 sets. That's about 12 sets divided by 2 workouts, 8 sets divided by 3 workouts. That's it. That's it, guys. And a little bit more, cherry on top, sprinkles on top of the ice cream sundae. It'll help get you better results. Quantity is a good thing, but not until dadgummit. I'm getting too fired up. Quantity is a good thing, but not until the quality is there. Stop wasting your time in the gym. Figure out how to train. People will literally go to the gym for a decade and not get any results because they can't get this one thing right. And if you get this one thing right, everything else matters a whole lot less. Look, if you're already getting the results that you want, who cares? Who cares what this Nate Johnson guy has to say? But if you're not getting results, and especially if you're not getting results and you've been in the gym for the last decade, look at yourself in the mirror and ask, is what I'm doing working? And if it's not, I dare you for 3 months. 3 months. That's why part of the reason we start our clients with a 3-month program. 3 months of proper, true strength training. Side note, most of these people that say they're doing strength training for their clients, they're not. Because this is true strength training. Proper form, full range of motion, close to failure. You do that a little bit, goes an astronomically long way. I dare you. I dare you to try it for 3 months. And for those who already know this and who already train like this, let this be a reminder, because it's something we all need to be reminded of constantly. Let this be a reminder to refocus. Don't just show up to the gym and go through the motions. Show up to the gym and be intentional. Because whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might. That's what the Bible says. And I think the Bible's true. And I think that's some dadgum good advice. And it applies to your strength training as well as every other part of your life. Quality first. And then you can worry about quantity.